Happy Monday. It's starting to feel a little bit like Groundhog Day around here. My niece said, she's 3, and she said, it doesn't matter if it's the weekend because we don't go to school and every day's the same. And I think she's not really wrong. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I certainly enjoyed the break. And I've got a new assignment up there for you. So I have some important notes here about how to get this week's ELA assignment done. Before I start on with this week's, your inference and inspiration write-up is due today. It has to be submitted via Edsby. I did receive a couple over the weekend shared with me on OneDrive, or them shared with me or put on the messages on Edsby. That doesn't count. It has to be submitted on Edsby. If you are somebody who sent it to me a different way, please fix it and submit it on Edsby. The submit button is there, I know, because I've received some. If you don't know how, send me a note on messages with what's happening, and I will try to help you with whatever your problem might be. So just some housekeeping too. Check your email. Get your parents to check their emails wherever they get something from the school, because it is this week is your last chance, I think. I'm not sure, but I think, to get your belongings and to get some books. So everything that you need to know is in the email. And if you're unsure, call the school. Keep working on your social studies projects. Some of you have been messaging me about how you can submit them to me, and I'm just answering those individually. But ideally, you record yourself presenting it to somebody, and then you share the presentation with me of you sharing it with somebody, because I'd like you to be sharing your work with somebody that's not me. Oh yeah, so I'm going to give you another ELA assignment today, and it's going to last a week, maybe 2. I'm going to give you something to do on social studies that's just a really short activity on Wednesday. If you are finding that you need more, I am going to post an extension assignment on my Weebly. So if you want more schoolwork, go to my Weebly, and you'll see a tab that'll say, I don't know, extra work or extensions or something. I'm not sure what it says. That's where you can go and you'll find some more information. That is optional. It's just if you're bored and you want something to do, there's some schoolwork there that you can do. Now, your new assignment. This is really, really important. I've even put on the assignment that I've addressed this on my video. So the order of what you should do for this new ELA assignment, it's called 10 Things I've Been Meaning to Tell You, is first go on to Edsby and read the assignment. So I've actually put an assignment there. The second thing you're going to do is read the 10 Things I've been wanting to tell you, the mentor text that Jason Reynolds wrote. It's page 2 of your assignment. So page 1 is the instructions. Page 2 is the actual original document, 10 Things I've been meaning to tell you, by Jason Reynolds, who wrote The Long Way Down, by the way, that I read to you at the beginning of the year. The third thing you should be doing is listening to this. So if you haven't done step 1 or step 2 yet, I think you should pause this message or listen to it, but know that it's going to make more sense to you when you go back and first read the assignment, read the mentor text, which is 10 Things I've been meaning to tell you by Jason Reynolds. I've also put a recording on there. So if you don't want to read it, or you want, you're having a hard time reading, listen to me. I've read it. I think I made a couple mistakes, but I did my best. That was like my 5th try and I had to stop. And then I want you to continue on listening to me right now. So one of your steps, your step 2, I'm just going to look at my notes here. Your step 2 is to write down the 2 questions that I've asked, which are, oh my goodness, my phone here. Step 2 is for you to write down, sorry, this is crooked, but I'm charging, it's on my computer. It's a real gong show over here. Step 2 is to fold your paper in half and write down the 2 questions that I've asked you. So I have that example here so you can see what it looks like. So I've hamburger folded my paper, and I've put my step 1, my first question, which is, what is important to me. I've put that there. And my second one is, what would I say if I wasn't afraid to say it? And I've written that down here. Then you spend 5 minutes just writing down whatever comes to your mind. And what you're going to get is like a little list, more than likely, when you just start listing these things. And I think I refer to them like as lists and as topics as we go. So if you'll just bear with me. Oh my gosh, I just did something weird to my computer. Okay, so step 3 is to spend 5 minutes to think about this and then write. So completing this, writing them down like I did, that is your step 3, okay? Step 4, you're going to, it says on the assignment, you're going to dig a little deeper into these topics or into this list that you've made. So the first one, what is important to me? That's my step 4. I want you to do that on a separate paper. I'm asking you to do this with paper and pen because there's something about the actual writing process, not typing, that is going to get your ideas flowing. There's going to be time to finish this assignment on the computer. But anyway, your step 4 is answering them, going more deeper. So in my step 3, I wrote that my kids were important to me. Their happiness and feeling like they're living a good life is important. And that's what I started writing about on here. So I started going into that. But I also, then I went into some advice that I would give my kids if I was giving it to them. And then I got into advice I would give myself. So you can see it just kind of, when you write for about 10-ish minutes on it on a separate paper for page 4, it starts to take on a life of its own a bit. And that is the key for right now. And then I also did that for the second one. What would I say if I wasn't afraid to say it? So there's my step 4. And I started writing that. So this one became more things about myself and things that I wish I was better at, or things I could do better as a human being. So that's where that went. And that is the end of step 4. Step 5 is going to be, and you're going to have hopefully more things in this because you're going to be writing for 10-ish minutes. And this is going to be the foundation of the rest of your assignment, which I'm going to give you on Wednesday. So the better you do here, the easier you'll find Wednesday. You might want to take a highlighter or a pen so you can put a star or circle, or just highlight some of the things that you think you could write a 10 things I've been meaning to tell you, similar to Jason Reynolds, but with your own idea. And I have more detail in my assignment, but basically that's what your job is for the next 2 days. If I was to break this up over 2 days, what I would do is I would do stop at step 4, so step 3. So I would do up to step 3, which was making my list like this. And then I might take a break from it. And then on Tuesday, I would go back and maybe add some things, get them back fresh in my mind, and then go into the step 4 where I'm digging a little deeper. If you want to do them all in one day, that's fine. It's totally up to you, whatever is easiest for you. The guidelines are that you should be spending 10 hours a week on your schoolwork, and that includes all your subjects. That includes listening to messages, reading instructions, Teams meetings, things like that. So if this only takes you, if step 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, you could probably get that done in 30 minutes. 40, including listening to these instructions, and then you're good. That's your ELA. So message me any questions if you have them. But I think that's going to wrap up the message for the day. Sorry I went so long, but I did want to explain the assignment to you. So that's it, and I hope you have a great day today.